Hi, so today we're going to finish working on our triangle congruence foldable. Well, not finish, we're just going to work on the next section. The next section is the following properties. It's angle, side, angle, 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 side, and hypotenuse leg. It will be the third flap in your foldable, I believe. It looks just like this. So to start off with, again, we're just going to do some basic vocabulary. So it says angle, side, angle, two parts of corresponding angles. And included side are congruent. And it is ASA, which stands for angle, side, angle. Okay, so if you know that there is one angle of a triangle, one of the sides of the same triangle, and then another angle is congruent to the same parts of another triangle. So if you have another triangle, and this angle, the side between the two angles, and of course the other angle, if they are congruent, that means that the triangles themselves are congruent. So let me go back to that website I used before to show y'all what that looks like. Okay, so we know that the top sides of both triangles are congruent, the left angle of both triangles are congruent, and the right angle of both triangles are congruent. So again, it does not matter how I move this left triangle, the right triangle has to move with it, because only knowing those two pieces shows that those two triangles are going to be congruent. So that means that these two triangles will be congruent by angle, side, angle. The other triangle, it's a new property, it's AAS. Two pairs of angles, corresponding angles and a non-included side. We had been using included, meaning the one that was in between the two other parts we were talking about. This one is a non-included side. So it's angle, angle, side. So you know that you have two angles, and then a side that is not directly next to them. So angle, angle, and then the side. They go in that order. So we actually know that this side over here is congruent. That side right there. So you always go in the same order, angle, angle, side. So if we have another triangle, and we know angle, angle, the side that has to go with it is after the two angles. So it's still angle, angle, side. So again, using the same website, here is angle, angle, side. So we know this angle, and then this side. Same thing on this one, this angle, and then this side. So no matter how I move this left triangle, the right one has to move with it because it proves that they are congruent. So we don't have to know anything about the other two sides or the other angle. We just know that because we know one angle, the next angle, and then the side after it are the same on both triangles, it means that both triangles are also congruent. The next one we're going to learn about is HL. It is using the hypotenuse and the leg. In one right triangle. Remember, in order to have a hypotenuse, it's a right triangle. And it is congruent to a hypotenuse and leg in another right triangle. And again, the HL stands for hypotenuse leg. So as long as we have a right triangle, and of course another, oh wow, that's really a horrible triangle. Let's try that again. Sorry. As long as you have another right triangle, if we know that the hypotenuse of both triangles are congruent, and that just one of the legs of that same triangle, of the same two triangles, sorry. I can't see, there we go. So hypotenuse is red, leg is blue. Just knowing that, we know that they both will be congruent. Let me fix the thickness because I have trouble seeing it. So here's the leg, and then the hypotenuse is, of course, the red one. So hypotenuse leg. So what that looks like on this website is we have the hypotenuse of both right triangles, and then the leg of both right triangles are congruent. So no matter how I move this left one, it will always stay right, first of all. And the right one has to move with it, okay, because they will be congruent. Now, while we're here, I want to show you two properties that do not work, okay? The first one is angle, angle, angle. And the reason why this one doesn't work is, as you can see, this angle is the same as angle A, this angle is the same as angle C, and this angle is the same as angle B. So it doesn't matter that the angles are all the same. And as you can see, I can change this right triangle, but the left one won't change, even though it has the exact same angles. Because the angles can be the same, but the sides can still grow no matter what. So that property does not work. That is called angle, angle, angle. That one does not work. The other one that does not work, and this one might make you giggle, it is side, side angle. See, it says side, side angle. Now, read it backwards. We always say that there is no ass in math. And I apologize if that offends somebody, but that is the best way to describe it. So we know that this angle and this angle are the same in both triangles. We know that this side and this side is the same in both triangles, and this side and this side are the same in both triangles. But that right triangle can change. And these two sides are still the same. These two sides are still the same, and this angle is still the same. But clearly the right triangle is different from the left one. So they will not be congruent by side, side angle. And yes, we put it in this order on purpose so that it's not constantly cussing in math. Okay, so back to this one. We need to, it'll show you why they don't work. The first one is 60 degrees all around, and the second one is 60 degrees all around, but this one is clearly bigger than the smaller one. So the one that I just showed you on the last website, it does not work because all we know are the three angles. So you saw this other stuff. Okay, so they do not work because of angle, angle, angle. This one, you clearly have an angle, side, side, yet they are not the same triangle. So this is not true by, oh wait, we don't write it that way because it's not nice. So side, side, angle. Okay, that concludes the end of this foldable for the day. And I am sorry for the mess up at the end.